Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these Liberty 1-cent coins known as Lincoln pennies, which are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch my complete video carefully and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're shining the spotlight on a true American classic, the 1960 United States 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny. This small piece of currency has a remarkable story and a value that might just surprise you. So grab your magnifying glass, and let's dive in. To understand the significance of the 1961-cent coin, we need to take a step back into history. The year 1960 was pivotal in the United States for various reasons. The country was in the midst of the Cold War, and tensions were high. Domestically, it was a time of cultural change and innovation. The U.S. was witnessing the rise of rock and roll, the civil rights movement was gaining momentum, and the space race was heating up. Amid all this, the U.S. Mint continued to produce coins that would become iconic representations of American values. The Lincoln penny itself has been a symbol of American pride since its introduction in 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it features the likeness of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president, on the obverse side, and the classic wheat ears on the reverse until 1959, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial. The 1960 coin marked the continuation of this legacy, capturing a snapshot of a vibrant and changing America. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1961-cent coin. On the front, you'll see Abraham Lincoln's profile, a tribute to the leader who preserved the Union during the Civil War. Brenner's portrait of Lincoln is detailed and respectful, reflecting the reverence Americans have for this great leader. On the reverse, the coin features the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced that same year. This iconic structure, a symbol of unity and freedom, adds depth to the coin's meaning. The memorial, designed by architect Henry Bacon, was dedicated to Lincoln's legacy and stands as a reminder of the values he fought for. The inclusion of this significant monument makes the 1960 penny not just a piece of currency but also a collectible that tells a story. What really elevates the 1961-cent coin in the eyes of collectors is its rarity, particularly certain variants. There are two primary versions of the 1960 penny, the large date and the small date. The small date version is significantly rarer and therefore more valuable. The differences between the two are subtle. Look closely at the figures in the date. In the small date variant, the numbers are thinner and closer together. Collectors often seek out the small date version, as it can fetch much higher prices in the market. Additionally, some 1960 pennies exhibit unique minting errors that can add to their worth. These might include double dies or off-center strikes, making them even more desirable among collectors. If you happen to have a 1960 penny with one of these errors, it could be a hidden treasure. Why are collectors so drawn to the 1961-cent coin? First and foremost, it's a piece of history. Many people have fond memories of collecting coins as children or receiving pennies as change. The nostalgia factor is huge. Furthermore, the coin's affordability makes it accessible for novice collectors, while the rarer versions can attract seasoned numismatists looking to enhance their collections. The combination of historical significance, appealing design, and potential value makes the 1960 penny a must-have for any serious collector. Now, let's get to the juicy part. What is this coin worth today? While the typical 1961-cent coins in circulation are only worth their face value, the rarer variants can fetch impressive sums in the right condition. For instance, a pristine, small-date penny in uncirculated condition has been known to sell for staggering amounts. If you've got one of these gems tucked away in your collection, you might be sitting on a small fortune. And now, here comes the big reveal. If you own an uncirculated 1960 small-date 1-cent coin, it could potentially be valued at an astonishing $67,000. Can you believe it? $67,000 for a single penny. It's incredible how something so small can hold such immense value. So, if you have an old jar of coins or stumble across a 1960 penny, make sure to examine it closely. It could be worth far more than you think. if you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and their hidden treasures, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our future discoveries. Top 2, we're focusing on a classic American staple, the 1961 United States 1-cent coin, often known as the Lincoln penny. This small but mighty coin has a fascinating story, a rich historical context, and a value that might just surprise you. So, let's get started and uncover what makes the 1961 penny so special. To appreciate the significance of the 1961 1-cent coin, we must take a trip back in time. The year 1961 was an exciting and transformative period in American history. The country was adjusting to the post-war era, and the world was witnessing rapid social and political change. It was the dawn of the Kennedy administration, bringing a wave of youthful optimism and new ideas. The Cold War was still very much a reality, but so was the burgeoning civil rights movement, which aimed to address long-standing inequalities in society. The U.S. Mint was busy producing coins that not only served as currency but also reflected the values and challenges of the times. The 1961 Lincoln penny is a testament to this vibrant era, encapsulating both the everyday life of Americans and the larger historical context. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1961 1-cent coin. On the obverse side, we see the timeless portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this image has graced the penny since 1909, honoring Lincoln's legacy as a champion of freedom and equality. Flipping the coin over, we find the reverse side showcasing the Lincoln Memorial, which was first introduced in 1959. This magnificent structure, dedicated to Lincoln's memory, stands as a symbol of unity and democracy. The detailed design captures the grandeur of the memorial, reminding us of the values Lincoln fought for during his presidency. The 1961 penny beautifully reflects the spirit of its time while honoring one of America's greatest leaders. So, what makes the 1961 1-cent coin particularly appealing to collectors? It's all about rarity and condition. While many 1961 pennies were minted, not all of them survived in excellent condition. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that are well preserved and free from wear and tear. Among the 1961 pennies, there are also some unique variants worth mentioning. The large date and small date variations emerged, with the small date version being notably rarer. These subtle differences can significantly impact a coin's value, especially if you have one in pristine condition. Moreover, certain minting errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes, can make a 1961 penny even more valuable. If you come across one of these error coins, it could be a standout piece in your collection. Now, let's get to the moment you've all been waiting for. Just how much is a 1961 1-cent coin worth today? While most circulated coins will only fetch their face value, the rarer variants can command impressive sums. For example, a 1961 small date penny in uncirculated condition could potentially be valued at an incredible $64,000. Can you believe it? $64,000 for a single penny. It's astonishing how something so small can hold such tremendous value. So, if you have an old jar of coins or happen to find a 1961 penny, make sure to examine it closely. You could be sitting on a small fortune. Top 3, we're turning our attention to a true American classic, the 1963 United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny. This unassuming little coin carries a wealth of history, intriguing design elements, and a value that may surprise you. So, let's dive right in and discover what makes the 1963 penny a sought-after treasure among collectors. To fully appreciate the significance of the 1963 1-cent coin, we need to set the scene of the era. The early 1960s were a dynamic time in American history. The United States was grappling with the Cold War, and tensions were palpable. The space race was in full swing, with NASA pushing boundaries and aiming for the stars. Domestically, the civil rights movement was gaining momentum, challenging the status quo and striving for equality. Amidst these transformative times, the U.S. Mint was hard at work producing coins that not only facilitated daily transactions but also symbolized the values and aspirations of the American people. The 1963 penny is a reflection of this vibrant era, embodying the spirit of a nation on the brink of change. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1963 1-cent coin. On the obverse, we find the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president, who has adorned the penny since its introduction in 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner, Lincoln's image captures the dignity and strength of a leader who preserved the Union during one of the nation's most challenging periods. Turning the coin over, we see the reverse side featuring the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of unity and democracy that was introduced in 1959. The memorial is beautifully detailed, showcasing the grandeur of the structure and reminding us of Lincoln's enduring legacy. The design on the 1963 penny not only serves as currency but also tells the story of a nation deeply rooted in its history and values. So, what elevates the 1963 1-cent coin in the eyes of collectors? It all comes down to rarity and condition. While millions of 1963 pennies were minted, very few remain in pristine, uncirculated condition. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for coins that have been well preserved, free from scratches, corrosion, or heavy wear. Among the 1963 pennies, certain variants are particularly appealing. For example, there are distinctions between large date and small date versions. The small date variant is notably rarer, which can dramatically increase its value, especially when in excellent condition. Collectors know that even minor details can make a significant difference in a coin's worth. In addition to these variants, some 1963 pennies exhibit unique minting errors that can also enhance their appeal. For example, if you happen to find a penny with a doubled die or an off-center strike, you may have stumbled upon a valuable error coin. These unique pieces can attract serious collectors eager to add them to their collections. Now, let's get to the moment you've all been waiting for. Just how much is a 1963 1-cent coin worth today? While most circulated coins are valued at their face value, rarer versions can command impressive prices in the market. A well-preserved, uncirculated 1963 penny with the small date variant can fetch a stunning sum, and here it is, the exciting reveal. If you have a 1963 penny in excellent condition, it could be valued at an astonishing $61,000. Isn't that incredible? $61,000 for a single penny. It's amazing how something so small can carry such immense value. So, if you've got an old coin jar or happen to find a 1963 penny in your pocket change, make sure to take a closer look. You might just have a hidden treasure on your hands. Top 4, we're shining the spotlight on a true gem of American currency, the 1971 United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny. This little coin has a story to tell, a unique design, and a surprising value that may just blow your mind. So, let's get started and explore the 1971 penny. To fully appreciate the significance of the 1971 1-cent coin, we need to set the stage with some historical context. The early 1970s were a time of great change in the United States. The country was transitioning through the aftermath of the turbulent 1960s, grappling with social movements, economic challenges, and an evolving cultural landscape. In 1971, the U.S. was facing rising inflation, the end of the gold standard was looming, and the Vietnam War was still a pressing issue. Amidst this backdrop, the U.S. Mint continued to produce coins that not only served as currency but also represented the American spirit and identity. The 1971 Lincoln penny is a reflection of this dynamic era. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1971 1-cent coin. On the obverse side, you'll find the well-known portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This iconic image, created by Victor David Brenner, has adorned the penny since its introduction in 1909. Lincoln's profile is a powerful reminder of the values he stood for: freedom, unity, and perseverance. Flipping the coin over, we see the reverse side showcasing the Lincoln Memorial, which was first introduced in 1959. The detailed depiction of this magnificent structure not only commemorates Lincoln's legacy but also serves as a symbol of democracy and hope. The memorial represents the ideals that Lincoln fought for during his presidency, making the 1971 penny a meaningful piece of currency in history. So, what makes the 1971 1-cent coin particularly appealing to collectors? The key factors are rarity, condition, and unique variants. While the 1971 penny was minted in large quantities, not all of them have survived in excellent condition. Coins that are well preserved, free from scratches, and show minimal wear are highly sought after by collectors. Among the 1971 pennies, there are some noteworthy variants that can significantly impact their value. The most significant distinction is between the large date and small date versions. The small date variant, although subtly different in design, is much rarer and often fetches higher prices on the market. Additionally, certain minting errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes, can make a 1971 penny even more valuable. Collectors love to hunt for these unique coins because they offer a chance to own a one-of-a-kind piece. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much is a 1971 1-cent coin worth today? While most circulated coins will only be worth their face value, the rarer versions can command impressive sums. If you have a 1971 small date penny in uncirculated condition, you might be amazed to learn that it could be valued at an astonishing $54,000. Can you believe it? $54,000 for a single penny. It's incredible how a small piece of metal can hold such significant value. So, if you have an old jar of coins or happen to come across a 1971 penny, take a closer look. It could be worth far more than you think. Top 5. We're focusing on a remarkable piece of American currency, the 1974 United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny. This little coin has a rich history, an eye-catching design, and a surprising value that you might not expect. So, let's jump in and explore what makes the 1974 penny so special. To truly appreciate the significance of the 1974 1-cent coin, let's take a moment to look at the historical context. The mid-1970s was a time of change and challenge in the United States. The country was grappling with the effects of the Vietnam War, rising inflation, and an energy crisis that reshaped the American way of life. In this dynamic environment, the U.S. Mint continued to produce coins that not only served as currency but also captured the essence of the times. The 1974 Lincoln penny reflects both the economic challenges of the era and the enduring legacy of one of America's greatest presidents. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1974 1-cent coin. On the obverse side, we see the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This design, created by Victor David Brenner, has been a staple on the penny since its introduction in 1909. Lincoln's likeness serves as a powerful reminder of the principles he championed: freedom, equality, and perseverance. On the reverse side, the coin features the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was first introduced in 1959. This majestic structure is not just a tribute to Lincoln's legacy, it symbolizes democracy and unity. The detailed depiction of the memorial adds depth to the coin, reminding us of the values that Lincoln fought for during his presidency. The 1974 penny is not just a piece of currency, it's a historical artifact that connects us to our nation's past. What makes the 1974 1-cent coin particularly appealing to collectors? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and unique variants. Although millions of these coins were minted, not all of them have survived in excellent condition. Coins that are well preserved, free from scratches and wear, are highly sought after by collectors. Among the 1974 pennies, there are some significant variants worth noting. The most notable difference is between the large date and small date versions. The small date variant is considerably rarer and often commands higher prices in the market. These subtle differences can dramatically affect the coin's value, especially for dedicated collectors. Additionally, certain minting errors, like double dies or off-center strikes, can increase the value of a 1974 penny. Collectors love to hunt for these unique coins because they offer a chance to own something truly one-of-a-kind. Now, let's get to the thrilling part. How much is a 1974 1-cent coin worth today? While most circulated coins will only fetch their face value, the rarer versions can bring impressive sums. If you have a 1974 small-date penny in uncirculated condition, you might be astounded to learn that it could be valued at an incredible $51,000. Can you believe it? $51,000 for a single penny. It's amazing how such a small piece of metal can hold such significant value. So, if you have an old jar of coins or happen to find a 1974 penny, be sure to examine it closely. It could be worth much more than you think. Top 6. We're focusing on a remarkable piece of American currency, the 1976 United States 1-cent coin, often known as the Lincoln penny. This little coin has a compelling story, a unique design, and a value that might just astonish you. So, grab your magnifying glass, and let's dive into the details of the 1976 penny. To truly appreciate the significance of the 1976 1-cent coin, we need to consider the historical context of the year. 1976 was a landmark year in the United States, marking the nation's bicentennial. As Americans celebrated 200 years of independence, there was a palpable sense of pride and patriotism in the air. Communities held parades, fireworks lit up the skies, and the nation reflected on its rich history and the journey it had taken. The U.S. Mint celebrated this momentous occasion by producing special coins, including commemorative quarters and half dollars, but the humble penny also played a role in this historic year. The 1976 Lincoln penny symbolizes not just everyday currency, but also the spirit of a nation looking back at its past while forging ahead into the future. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1976 1-cent coin. On the obverse side, you'll find the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this image has graced the penny since 1909. Lincoln's profile serves as a powerful reminder of the ideals he championed: freedom, equality, and unity. On the reverse side, the coin features the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was introduced in 1959. The memorial is not only a tribute to Lincoln's legacy but also a symbol of democracy and hope. The intricate details of the memorial reflect the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint and add depth to the coin's significance. With its connection to the bicentennial, the 1976 penny is more than just currency, it's a piece of history that resonates with American identity. What makes the 1976 1-cent coin particularly appealing to collectors? The answer lies in its rarity and the condition of the coins. While many 1976 pennies were minted, not all have survived in excellent condition. Coins that are well preserved, with minimal wear and damage, are highly sought after by collectors. Among the 1976 pennies, some unique variants are worth noting. The most significant distinction is between the large date and small date versions. The small date variant is notably rarer, and collectors often pay a premium for coins in pristine condition. These subtle differences can dramatically influence the coin's value, making it a hot item for those in the numismatic community. Moreover, certain minting errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes, can make a 1976 penny even more valuable. Collectors love to hunt for these unique errors, as they represent opportunities to own something truly one-of-a-kind. Now, let's get to the thrilling part. How much is a 1976 1-cent coin worth today? While most circulated coins will only fetch their face value, rarer versions can command impressive sums. If you have a 1976 small-date penny in uncirculated condition, you might be amazed to learn that it could be valued at an astonishing $50,000. Can you believe it? $50,000 for a single penny. It's incredible how something so small can hold such immense value. So, if you have an old jar of coins or happen to find a 1976 penny, be sure to take a closer look. It could be worth far more than you think. Top 7. We're shining the spotlight on a seemingly unassuming piece of American currency, the United States 1-cent coin from 1978. While most of us may think of this coin as just pocket change, you might be surprised to learn that it could be worth a staggering amount of money. So, stick around as we uncover the history, design, rarity, and ultimate value of this iconic coin. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1978 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, is part of a series that was first minted in 1909. This series was created to commemorate the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. The coin has undergone various design changes over the years, but the 1978 version sticks to the familiar theme. During the late 1970s, America was experiencing significant economic changes, with inflation on the rise and the country adjusting to a rapidly changing global landscape. The production of the penny continued despite debates about its relevance, and millions of these coins were minted in 1978. But within this massive production, there are certain rarities that have emerged, making some of these coins highly desirable among collectors. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1978 1-cent coin. On the obverse side, we see the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln. The design, crafted by Victor David Brenner, features Lincoln's portrait and is accompanied by the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year of minting. This design has remained a symbol of American heritage and values for decades. Flipping the coin over, we find the reverse side, which showcases the famous depiction of the Lincoln Memorial. This design was introduced in 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's legacy and is a tribute to his lasting impact on the nation. The inscription, E pluribus unum, can also be found here, emphasizing the unity of the states. The attention to detail in both the obverse and reverse designs highlights the craftsmanship that goes into minting these coins. So, what makes the 1978 1-cent coin special in the world of collecting? The answer lies in rarity and condition. While many 1978 pennies were produced, only a select few have become highly sought after due to specific minting errors. For instance, there are some varieties of the 1978 penny that feature unique characteristics, like misprints or unusual metal compositions, that set them apart from their more common counterparts. Coins that are well preserved or in uncirculated condition are particularly valuable. Collectors are always on the lookout for pennies that have been stored away carefully, free from scratches or wear. In fact, a penny that has remained in mint condition can command a much higher price on the market. Additionally, the excitement around error coins cannot be understated. Errors can include anything from doubled die markings to off-center strikes, and these anomalies make the coins exceptionally unique. Collectors love the thrill of the hunt when it comes to finding these rare pieces. Speaking of rarity, let's delve deeper into some unique features and variants of the 1978 penny. One of the most fascinating aspects of coin collecting is that sometimes, a small mistake during the minting process can lead to a coin becoming immensely valuable. For example, the 1978 penny may have variations with different mint marks, such as those from the Philadelphia or Denver mints. Additionally, there are certain types of 1978 pennies known for their distinctive flaws. One notable error is the double die variety, where the design has been stamped twice, creating a layered effect. Such errors can significantly increase the value of a coin, and savvy collectors often pay close attention to these details. Now, let's talk numbers. The market for coins can fluctuate dramatically, influenced by factors like collector interest, historical significance, and overall rarity. For the 1978 1-cent coin, a typical penny in circulated condition is worth just its face value, 1 cent. However, as we've discussed, if you happen to possess an uncirculated or error coin, the scenario changes entirely. The excitement among collectors often leads to competitive bidding at auctions, and some rare variants have been known to fetch astonishing prices. This leads us to the moment you've all been waiting for, the potential value of a rare 1978 1-cent coin. If you have one of these elusive specimens in pristine condition or with a notable error, you could be looking at a staggering amount of money. Are you ready for it? Here it is. That coin could be worth $48,000. Isn't it incredible how a simple penny can hold such significant value? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's always worth taking a closer look at your coins. You never know what hidden treasures you might find. Top 8, we're focusing on a coin that many might overlook but holds a fascinating story and potentially significant value, the United States 1-cent coin from 1979. While most people might see it as just pocket change, stick around as we explore its history, design, rarity, and just how much this little penny could be worth. Let's kick things off with a little background. The 1979 1-cent coin, more commonly known as the Lincoln penny, is part of a series that has been in circulation since 1909. This iconic coin honors the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, who played a pivotal role in shaping the nation during one of its most turbulent times. By 1979, America was experiencing significant social and economic changes. The decade was marked by high inflation rates and an evolving cultural landscape. The U.S. Mint continued producing the penny, despite ongoing debates about its practicality. Millions of 1979 pennies were minted, but within this vast quantity lie some hidden gems that have become highly sought after by collectors. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1979 1-cent coin. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar and revered profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has become a symbol of American heritage, featuring Lincoln's likeness along with the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year of minting. Flipping the coin over reveals the reverse side, which displays the Lincoln Memorial. Introduced in 1959, this design pays tribute to Lincoln's enduring legacy and reminds us of his contributions to American history. The words "E pluribus unum" grace the reverse, reflecting the unity of the states and the nation's commitment to democracy. What makes the 1979 1-cent coin particularly appealing to collectors? It all comes down to rarity and condition. While millions of these coins were produced, only a select few have become highly sought after due to specific minting errors and unique characteristics. For instance, certain 1979 pennies exhibit striking anomalies that collectors dream of discovering. A notable variety is the double die error, where the coin's design has been stamped twice, resulting in a strikingly bold appearance. These types of errors not only make the coin unique but also significantly increase its value. Furthermore, the condition of the coin plays a critical role in its desirability. Coins that have been preserved in uncirculated condition, free from scratches, marks, or wear, are particularly valuable. Collectors often seek out these pristine specimens to add to their collections, and they can fetch impressive prices at auctions. Let's dive deeper into some unique features and variants of the 1979 penny. Coin collecting is thrilling not just for the monetary value but for the stories and uniqueness each coin brings. One exciting aspect is the different mint marks found on the 1979 pennies. The Philadelphia Mint, where no mint mark was used, and the Denver Mint, which used a D mint mark, produced these coins. Some specific 1979 pennies even have unique minting errors, such as the wide AM and close AM varieties. The difference lies in the spacing between the letters in America on the reverse side. Coins with the wide AM variety can be particularly valuable due to their scarcity, adding an extra layer of intrigue for collectors. Now, let's talk numbers. The coin market can be quite dynamic, influenced by collector interest, historical significance, and overall rarity. For the 1979 1-cent coin, a typical penny in circulated condition holds little more than its face value, just 1 cent. However, as we've explored, if you happen to possess an uncirculated or error coin, your situation changes dramatically. The thrill of finding a rare penny can lead to competitive bidding at auctions, where passionate collectors are eager to obtain unique pieces for their collections. Some rare 1979 pennies have been known to command astonishing prices, especially those with mint errors or in exceptional condition. So, here's the moment you've all been waiting for. If you possess a 1979 1-cent coin that features an intriguing error or is in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a potential value of $46,000. Isn't it amazing how something as small as a penny can hold such immense value? Whether you're an experienced collector or a casual observer, it's always worth taking a closer look at your change. You never know what hidden treasures may be waiting for you. Top 9. we're focusing on a coin that might look ordinary at first glance but holds an extraordinary story, the United States 1-cent coin from 1982. You may think of it as just a penny, but stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll discover just how much this little coin could be worth. Let's begin with a little history. The 1982 1-cent coin, more commonly known as the Lincoln penny, is part of a series that has been in circulation since 1909. This coin honors one of America's most beloved presidents, Abraham Lincoln. By the early 1980s, the U.S. economy was going through some significant changes, with inflation rising and the price of copper increasing. In 1982, a pivotal decision was made by the U.S. Mint. They transitioned from using a copper alloy to a zinc alloy for the production of pennies. This shift was largely driven by rising copper prices and aimed to keep production costs down. As a result, the 1982 penny exists in two primary varieties, the copper version and the zinc version. This change not only marked a new era for the penny but also introduced some fascinating collecting opportunities. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1982 1-cent coin. On the obverse side, you'll find the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, a design created by Victor David Brenner. Lincoln's likeness, accompanied by the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year of minting, has become a symbol of American resilience and values. When you flip the coin over, you'll see the reverse side, featuring the Lincoln Memorial. This design was introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's enduring legacy. The inscription, E pluribus unum, emphasizes the unity of the states, highlighting the nation's commitment to democracy and shared ideals. So, what makes the 1982 1-cent coin so appealing to collectors? The key lies in its rarity and the unique transition between the copper and zinc versions. While millions of these coins were produced, the copper varieties, specifically the ones minted before the transition in mid-1982, are particularly sought after. In fact, certain 1982 pennies are recognized as valuable due to specific minting errors. For example, the D mint mark variety from the Denver Mint and the P mint mark variety from the Philadelphia Mint both have different characteristics that can impact their value. Collectors are always on the lookout for these unique variants, as they can significantly increase a coin's worth. Let's delve deeper into some unique features and variants of the 1982 penny. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is discovering the hidden treasures among seemingly common coins. The 1982 penny is notable for its two major compositions, the traditional copper alloy and the new zinc alloy. The copper pennies weigh about 3.1 grams, while the zinc pennies weigh approximately 2.5 grams. This slight difference in weight is an easy way to identify the two types. But what makes it even more intriguing are the various minting errors that occurred during this transition period. For instance, some coins feature misprints, such as double strikes or off-center designs, which can make them exceptionally valuable. Now, let's discuss the market value of the 1982 1-cent coin. In general, a typical 1982 penny in circulated condition is worth just its face value, 1 cent. However, for those who possess rare varieties or coins in uncirculated condition, the value can skyrocket. As we mentioned earlier, certain 1982 pennies, particularly the copper ones, have been known to fetch impressive prices. The coin market is dynamic, influenced by collector demand and the rarity of specific pieces. Auction houses often see heated bidding for coins with unique features, and some collectors are willing to pay significant amounts for the right piece. So, without further ado, here's the moment you've all been waiting for. If you happen to have one of those rare 1982 1-cent coins, specifically a copper version or one with a notable minting error, you could be looking at a jaw-dropping potential value of $43,000. Isn't it incredible how a simple penny can hold such immense value? Whether you're an experienced collector or just starting out, it's always worth checking your change. You might just discover a hidden treasure waiting for you. Top 10, and last unique coin. We're shining a spotlight on a coin that might not be on everyone's radar, the United States 1-cent coin from 1999. You may think of it as just a simple penny, but wait until you hear about its intriguing history, unique features, and just how much this little piece of currency could be worth. Trust me, you'll want to stick around until the end. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1999 1-cent coin, more commonly known as the Lincoln penny, is part of a long tradition that began in 1909. This coin honors Abraham Lincoln, who is widely regarded as one of America's greatest presidents. By the late 1990s, America was experiencing significant technological advancements and cultural shifts, and the U.S. Mint was actively engaged in modernizing its coinage. In 1999, the Mint introduced a special series of state quarters, but the 1-cent coin continued its traditional role in American currency. The design features Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. However, it's the subtle details and unique variations that can make this coin especially interesting to collectors. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1999 1-cent coin. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln, created by Victor David Brenner. This classic design showcases Lincoln's dignity and determination, accompanied by the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the year of minting. When we flip the coin over, we see the reverse side featuring the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959 to honor Lincoln's legacy. The details of this structure serve as a reminder of his impact on American history. The phrase, "E pluribus unum," can also be found on the reverse, emphasizing the unity of the states and the ideals of democracy. Now, let's discuss what makes the 1999 1-cent coin particularly appealing to collectors. Although millions of these coins were minted, some unique features and minting errors can significantly elevate their value. The 1999 penny has been subject to various minting inconsistencies, which can make certain coins exceptionally rare. For example, the presence of unique mint marks, or specific varieties such as the wide AM and close AM differences in the lettering on the reverse, are highly sought after by collectors. These nuances may seem small, but they can lead to a big difference in value. Additionally, the condition of the coin is crucial. A penny that has been carefully preserved in uncirculated condition, free from damage and wear, can attract the attention of collectors eager to find pristine specimens. Let's delve deeper into some of the unique features and variants of the 1999 penny. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is the thrill of discovering coins with distinctive characteristics. For the 1999 penny, there are several notable varieties that collectors are keen to find. One interesting variant is the close AM and wide AM variety. This refers to the spacing between the letters A and M in America on the reverse side of the coin. In the close AM version, the letters are closer together, while in the wide AM version, they are more spaced apart. Coins with the close AM variety are particularly rare and can fetch higher prices on the market. Additionally, coins that exhibit errors, such as off-center strikes or double die marks, can be incredibly valuable. These unique anomalies make each coin a one-of-a-kind piece, adding to its allure for collectors. Now, let's talk about the market value of the 1999 1-cent coin. In general, a typical 1999 penny in circulated condition is worth just its face value, 1 cent. However, if you happen to have a rare variety or an uncirculated coin, the potential value can skyrocket. The coin market is dynamic, with prices fluctuating based on collector interest and the rarity of specific pieces. Auction houses often witness heated bidding for coins that possess unique features or are in exceptional condition. Some rare 1999 pennies have been known to fetch impressive prices, especially those that have been well-preserved. So, the moment you've all been waiting for. If you possess one of those rare 1999 1-cent coins, particularly one with the close AM feature or a notable minting error, you could be looking at a remarkable value of $40,000. Isn't it amazing how a simple penny can hold such incredible value? Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious novice, it's always worth taking a closer look at your spare change. You might just uncover a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this exploration of the 1999 United States 1-cent coin and want to learn more about other rare and valuable coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss any future discoveries. Thank you for joining us today, and happy collecting.